Hi everybody, it's Friday afternoon here at Studio B and I'm getting a retouch. Now, I do half of my head one day and the other half another day, which we'll get into later. So I do have some gray, and in my back, Zach's using my demi cream to cover the gray and leave my pigmented hair alone in the back, but that gray is nasty. And he's using another formula to glaze the hair shaft. So Zach, talk about what you did on Zone 1 with Beth Minardi Demi Cream, as Michelle documents.
For Zone 1 on Beth, we went through with Demi Cream 6 GBB, an ounce and 3/4, with a 1/4 ounce of 7-GC to give her a little bit more of a vibrancy.
Yeah. So that made the gray turn between like a 6 and 7 with a reddish brown tone, correct, Zachy boy?
Yes, it is.
And of course we do not bring demi cream onto the ends because it's more opaque, and we want to acidify and condition as we put red tone in the pre-lightened hair shaft. So what are you using on my hair shaft, Zachy?
On her ends, we are using 5 volume with an ounce and a half of 10C, a 1/4 of 8C, and a 1/4 of 6CG.
Okay, and that's mixed with 5 volume developer. As we all know here, and as most of you know, that my demis are always mixed with equal parts of 5 volume developer. Demi permanent hair color to me is as important as the wheel, fire, penicillin, and sliced bread, because they're the best for us. Now, yesterday, Michelle did my roots up here with the exact formula Zach's using in the back. But what we're going to do is, it's Christmas or holiday time, and on an angle, we're going to place a few more highlights around my face. And Jesse, come back here.
Hi.
No, come on back. Jesse is our DJ, major domo, and salon reception manager, and we love him very much. So, yes, and Jesse's also a big show-off. Okay, so... Here's what we're going to do, guys. If you'll, give me the comb, honey. I'm a terrible client. What we're going to do is, along my part line, I'm getting a little bored. So what Zach's going to do is, on an angle, slice, skip, and slice, moving forward, and he's going to omit the previously bleached ends because I don't want hair fall off. But we're going to give me a little more punch on this part line, as you see, which I love. With my highlights and my Beth Minardi glaze. As you know, I'm a redhead, and although I have a brunette base, I like to keep this red moving. So, can we keep this on, or do we have to shut it off? We can keep it on. Okay, let's keep going. So, Zachy, why don't you wrap while Michelle films, and you guys can watch him start to wrap along, and then later on we'll come back with the finished fandango. We're going to pre-lighten to a golden orange, and then we're going to glaze me with Beth Minardi liquid demi, 6 CG and 8, and equal parts of 6 CG and 10 C. Okay, Zach, you want to explain your thoughts as you're wrapping?
Well, Beth has some previously lightened ends, so we're going to keep that much away. And we are going to just we're going to separate the ends from the roots just to match the vibrancy from the ends, scalp to ends. And just brighten her up and give her more dimension and movement throughout the entire look.
Yeah. So we're looking to lighten the hair to create whispers rather than shouts. As I tell you when I teach, there's no point in lightening somebody to pale yellow or white when you want to create red. Just removing the brown from the hair gives us enough of a foundation and base so that we can create really gorgeous red. And you notice he's slicing, skipping, and slicing, which I teach in all my classes, because it's more than a weave and less than just a little tiny weave and less than a big whomper stripe. So it's slice, skip, stripe. You see slice, skip, slice. And that's one of our little techniques that we use here at Studio B in New York City. So, and we're using the Vero Lights Lightener from Joico, mixed with 20 volume developer. I like it because it's a conditioning lightener, and it also has a nice consistency. It doesn't fluff up your arm, and it doesn't smell so much that you want to pass out. So, okay, that's good, Zachy. That's good. Okay, now move a little forward now. What are you doing?
You said,
okay. No, give me the comb.
All right.
I'm a terrible client, everybody. So you see what I'm doing? I'm moving forward, and he's going to take there. I can't stand all that darkness. Okay, so I know I'm a terrible customer. Okay, Zachy, honey. So you can see that my gray was covered yesterday with the demi cream at the root, and we always use the demi liquid on the ends. And behind us you see the fabulous fashion dragon Stephen Wang working on one of his clients. and he'll criticize me in a few minutes, but I'm used to it. And we're listening to Tainted Love here in Studio B, and that's on the classic rock station that we enjoy here so much. Michelle, anything you want to add at this point? Any observations?
Any observations? No, we love her Fandango piece in the front here, so we're going to brighten that up.
Yeah, we love this Fandango. But I'm a little Rudy, and this morning as I was blowing out my hair, I became a little upset because I thought I was looking a little too boring for the holiday season. Yeah, oh, now look, see, we didn't cover my gray right there yesterday. See that little place? I have a lot of gray, but don't tell anybody. Okay, Zach, just leave it right there. Okay, so he took a smaller, as we go toward the face and the hair becomes finer, we take smaller sections of hair, or we leave out less because we don't want to be ridiculous. And he's painting, he starts in the center of the foil and then moves closer to the head. There's less product on the brush, he has more control.
I stagger towards the root for a better draw out.
Yep. We don't make a solid line at the root, we stagger, and sometimes we'll start maybe at 3/4 of an inch to an inch away from the root. Okay, I think that's enough, don't you, Zach?
Yep.
Okay, so that's all we're gonna do on this side. And now he's gonna move to the other side. So then we're going to place one little piece at the regrowth right here at the face frame, but this is already lightened on the ends. We will not be bleaching these, they've already had it. Just a little Fandango here. So I don't want to bore the audience, so should we keep going or should we turn it off? What do you think?
We can take a little break and we'll be back for part 2.
We'll be back, he's going to do the same thing on this side of the head, and then when you see me glazed, we'll be back with part 2 of this fun Beth Gets a Retouch video. I hope you're having a good day. Bye!